I'm currently
Okay, I had to make sure the audio was working. All right, well, this is what you guys kept talking about. I wasn't even gonna watch it because my brain just went off about Black Clover since Wuthering Waves came out. Literally, like, as you guys know, I literally have been talking about Wuthering Waves forever because I'm just in love with that game. So much fucking fun, in all honesty. I need a break from turn based, but we'll see what Giku has to say. We'll do 1.5 because I can kind of listen to people fast. So
on my hater energy right now, and I'm in the correct mood to record this video. I already recorded 2 videos before, went to the gym, came back, and I'm full of energy to record this. So I'm going to talk negatively about this game. If you don't like that, click off the video. And I want to preface this with, if you really do not like the game, please stop playing for now, okay? Come back when it gets better. Now that is also going to be another point. I'm going to add that as a bullet point. Hold on.
I mean, I do listen. I won't stop it. I'll let him speak, but I do agree with that for a lot of games. Actually, that's actually me on Reverse 1999. I haven't been playing it. I think I just needed to disconnect myself from it from a little bit, but the new patch is actually coming out, so I actually am gonna be playing it again before the patch comes out. But sometimes, you know, I need to turn my brain off.
So yeah, this video is gonna have a lot of parts. I don't know if I'm gonna put timestamps. I don't really think so. I'm just gonna list off the bullet points in order that I'm gonna go through, and you could probably just like pop in and like scroll through if you're looking for certain parts. It's gonna be very mixed together, so there's no point in putting timestamps because I will talk about certain bullet points in other parts. So to just go over the bullet points right now,
He's got the bullet points.
First, which we're gonna pull up some tweets, then go over just content in Black Clover Mobile.
Not the tweets.
Then events, then the community itself. And then at the same
it's like we're doing the podcast all over again.
I think I'm gonna talk about later. A bit of a pay-to-win rant. Then the global like needing to sync up, but also like, being behind. Having fodder releases, there being little to no communication, and then we're gonna finish off. I think I'll include this probably somewhere within that you guys. I'll start with this actually. That you guys should stop playing if Black Clover Mobile isn't fun. Now, I understand the point of view that you want to complain, or you're complaining to get the game to be better, but you complaining will not change the game right away. You know what will actually change the game? People stopping to play, people like messaging customer service, people stopping to spend. And I'm not gonna lie, I will not stop spending. I don't spend as much because now I'm on my Whale Friends account, right? I'm not really spending as much anymore on my own.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was Seraph's account the entire time. I did not realize he was on Seraph's account. Oh, my guild member. Oh, Seraph, I love you so much, but oh my goodness. I totally forgot Giku uses Seraph's account on Global. Oh my lord. The whale energy. Oh.
But I will still spend. But if you guys are so mad at the game and so bored with the game, either stop until it gets better for you, see what content comes out in the future, then come back, or just stop. Gacha games, or games in general, should be fun. If you're not having fun, I always listen to the Truth DT saying this, and I agree 100%. If you're not having fun, don't play the game. If you love Black Clover, play casually, right? This game can be very casual, okay? There's so many systems that make it casual. Skip tickets, dispatch. If you're not really affected by FOMO, then this game could be very good. But obviously, FOMO is very strong.
He owns the account though? I won't really get into some of my business.
Julius hasn't come back since the end of December. It's almost been 2 months. The seasonals don't return, so people who missed out on like Summer Noel or Halloween Noel, or I guess who's another like good one, Charmy, I guess. Fuego, especially soon when Mario Leona comes out, people want Mario Leona. Well, Fuego's gonna be very good with her. Stuff like that, right? It's hard to get these units, and because of how PvP works, it's very dominated by 1 or 2 main teams. And if you don't have those units, then what are you gonna do in the top ranks, right? Obviously, if you're new, you're gonna be more in the lower ranks until maybe later on, or as you spend more, or when they start bringing your run banners back. But as of right now, I think that's a big thing for people who leave. Well, the FOMO is very, very strong, and that's the first point. Now we're gonna get into this. All right, this started it all about.
Yeah, so the FOMO part of things, yeah, it really does affect Black Clover really hard. Especially with the Julius thing. I just think Julius came out a little bit too early. What's up, Enox? I think Julius came out a little bit too early, right after Swimsuit Noel, so that also kind of messed up a lot of people. And then a lot of people didn't want to believe, you know, leaks and stuff like that, because just how like the you know, how content creators work and stuff like that, and leaks work, and they're not always correct with gacha games. What's FOMO? The fear of missing out. That's kind of me on Black Clover, to be honest. As you guys know, like, I like to spend, and when it comes to games that I do play, I like to collect everything that is possible in the game. Now we have these frames here, but you know, you gotta spend 1K to get the frame, and I only spent for the heaven frame just because I like to have everything in the game. But it's just like, it felt really scummy for them to just release another mileage right after the last one. So then it was just like, well, I mean, I'm not really trying to do that over and over and over again. And if they're just not gonna respect my time and just have me spend a band over and over again, like that's stupid. So once I already acknowledged I wasn't gonna be able to get that frame, my FOMO just kind of went out the window, and I just didn't care as much. But yeah, if people like, say you start Black Clover now, right, and you don't have Julius, what's that really like? Like, what's that life like? Not having Julius, like, I think a rerun would have been nice for Black Asta. I think it would have helped them make a lot more money as well, because obviously Black Asta is a really hype character for the anime. So obviously people are gonna come back or maybe play the game or start a new account on the game, right? And having a Julius banner gets them even more money. So I don't know. Even the getting the another 1,000 reroll would have been nice, but if they might push that until half anniversary for Global or maybe even Mario Leona. So
a week ago to the time I'm recording this, but a bit later when you are seeing this video. Is it me or the game, or is the game starting to be boring? And I mean, you see no new content. I'm just waiting for future characters. Feel like done it all, zero content. I'm staying for the long run. I just play to use the characters I like. It's a gacha, so after the honeymoon phase, I don't like to put too much time into it. It's not very good. I see Goldie Clover. Do I follow me? I do. I like his tweets. It's just sometimes I don't follow too many people that are in the Black Clover community, because in general, there's not many people that I find are smart enough for me to follow, to have have a smart enough opinion for me to follow. But I like seeing certain people's tweets, and I
doesn't find people smart enough to follow. Well, at least he follows me.
See his from time to time. And then there's people off topic. Okay, love to see it. Honestly, I have so many reasons to quit Black Clover Mobile, but I think a good reason why other players are starting to get boring of the game is because they release too many back-to-back hype banners from the start. Obviously, this is to catch up. Some people might get FOMO from this, which I think is fair enough, but I don't know. I feel like that is a bit of a touchy topic that could be its own video. But just very quickly, I do think that it's better to catch up, because so many people constantly, one of the biggest things is, when is this unit coming out? When is this unit coming out? When is this unit coming out? Oh, this unit's good, this unit's bad. Okay, let me not summon for this unit. Bad for the game, bad for hype, which is also in turn bad for me, right? I would rather it be completely hype, right? Especially if you look at other games.
I read what you said in Guild Shot. Oh, the EU, yeah. Open it, I got you.
Always look at Dokkan for this. I'm looking at Truth, all his videos on Beast Gohan, Vegeta Blue, Full Power Broly, the Gammas, the Easy A6 years, and I can't use them on Global. That's a huge thing. Catching up would do so much for this game. It's insane, and also would stop people from being idiots in my comments because they don't play JP and they're still acting like they do. If I just called you out, I still love you guys because you watch my content, but you're idiots if you do that, okay? Now,
Giku has, I swear, like, sometimes I'm really glad that I didn't blow up on Black Clover, because my god, the amount of people that ask if this is if this is global when the stuff is in Japanese text when he posts it is so funny. Cause like, bro, I cannot imagine dealing with that all the time.
About it, so we're gonna see what he says. I come back to okay, so it's a rough translation, obviously. I come back to this on my video on the lack of content, the video which was made by most of BCM videographers. In relation to our discontent, we understand what we are doing is watched by people from Garena. It is. We are passionate. I've been told that they do watch our content. We are passionate about the game by a Garena employee, and our opinion is shared by a large part of the community. Yes, even the Spanish have played it, including English, but I haven't talked about it too publicly yet. I've talked about it in many different sections of my Discord, in streams, but not in one dedicated video fully at this point in time. The second point, that what plays the JPK version, we know that a large part of the big change will arrive in the total of 3 months, but in the meantime, many games will be released. Very true. Suddenly, we know what is missing: content, co-op, PvE, PvE, boss. New events, make the game dynamic and make players want to play. Instant and dynamic communication, which is one of my bullet points. Social networks must be used more seriously. So this is my first time reading it, but yes. The best timing for them, according to me, would be on the return half anniversary, which would be around Mario Leona, I think. Either Mario or Spirit Dive. Then returning of the anime and anniversary of the game. Yeah. Okay. Now, Anto says a very good thing, which I agree with, right? People now just experiencing this is funny AF. Now they know how Anto and me felt for months prior to global release. Welcome to BCM. Look, guys. I could play boring games. I still love Black Clover Mobile, okay? I am a nerd when it comes to Black Clover Mobile. You guys have seen me talk about units. I could honestly make hour videos talking about units if I had the time. I don't, but I would genuinely be able to make hour long videos. I've made some before. I made one on Black Ops, but I would just like to talk about the units. And if that got views, oh my god, would you hear me talk? So, I still love the game, but that doesn't mean the game isn't bad. That doesn't mean I'm not constantly, even if it's not on videos, doesn't mean I'm not constantly trying to fight for better things in this game, okay? I've seen a lot of people, a lot of people either think I overly shit on the game, because I do see that some videos where I shit on the game do get a lot of dislikes, but I also see people saying I don't talk much about the bad parts about the game. But me not talking about it too publicly also doesn't mean I'm not trying to do as much as I can, because I am openly saying everything I think to people at Arena. Outright, okay? Outright. So I think that's important for people to know, but I am making this video because I think this is very important stuff, just to kind of highlight all the parts that they need to fix, and then I will probably make an like a video afterwards talking about how to fix it, what they should do, my thoughts. But that's basically it. Now, also just to say, I made a video like very hyped because 6 new good units. My main point of this game is because I like playing with new units. Black Clover is a character-based game, and in general, gacha games, guess what?
So we're getting more units, but what about new content in the game? That's literally the same comment section that I had about the post about all the characters coming out, and I'm like, hey, how do you guys feel about the 6 new characters coming out? Like, does it feel good? And you guys are like, yeah, where's the content? Like, it's just releasing banner after banner after banner after banner after banner just to release, just for us to make PvP videos for like one day and then just not use them as much anymore, or just have these events. I feel like this is a hot take, but I feel like if we did not have this Cherry Blossom Petal event or the Bingo event, who's logging into this game? This is how they get you to log in. Because who's logging into this game if you don't have these events? They said, oh, let's just slap these mini placeholders. There is Bingo. You didn't even know there was Bingo. And for the love of God, can they please just put the damn, like, can you put an exclamation mark on the notice when we get a new notice? Like, why are we trolling? Like, why are we not letting people know what's coming out in the game? Like, why do, like, you know how many people, like, bro, you know the IQ on the internet? Like, no one's gonna always check the damn megaphone to see if there's new content in the game. Like, why are you trolling players like that? All these bug fixes, but why don't we just implement that? There's Bingo is crazy.
But characters are content. But at the same time, there is no content to use them in general besides Arena. And Arena is very stale. But on JP, with these new units, it does seem like it's going to expand the meta, have more teams, and that's going to be great. Okay, so we get more units, but what about...
Okay, Giku saying it's going to expand the meta and have more teams. Expanding the meta and having more teams doesn't fix anything. That's like League of Legends just releasing more champions, yet not fixing the core game. So every new character that comes out is broken anyways, and they stay broken for years afterwards. Or let's say in gacha terms, right? Mario Leona, right? Or when the new characters come out. Yeah, there are more characters coming out, but then they need to be gear invested. And some of the characters don't even work unless they're max enhanced. Because it's like, why am I going to use Mario Leona with no enhancements? It's not the same. And then the thing is, people get their minds not working from all the content that comes out. Because every damn Black Asta video that came out was max enhanced Black Asta. There was no one waiting to show off Black Asta as a free-to-play to really gauge if he was actually good or not. It was just like, oh, Black Asta is out. Oh, it's supposed to be the MC, strongest character. Let me release him. Oh, he doesn't do as much as I thought he would. Oh, it's really bad. Never mind. Don't pull. Oh, wait, but there's more. Mono Red, Witch Queen. Oh, wait, I thought this character was trash. Let me actually use him now. Oh, Mario Leona. Oh, if she doesn't have max enhanced to do a lot of damage, oh, then, like, what is she good for? She's just going to get one-shotted anyways by Black Asta. Oh, Mario Leona max enhance? Oh, that's cute. Does a little bit of damage. Oh, Mario Leona one-shotting the other team? Oh, I wonder how they're able to do that. Oh, they have 74k magic attack. Oh, well, I mean, who would have guessed there?
New content in the game. What's the point of new units if there's no content to use them in? At the moment, it's only Arena, but I agree with you. There could be more. But people need to know that the characters are content. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. Every release is a counter from previous manner. True. And also, them doing this thing where you have to wait to pair a character with another character to make them strong is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. and especially with Mary Leona, because Vanessa literally comes out a month after, and you wouldn't, if we had no leaks, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know Vanessa was even existing. Imagine if we had no leaks for Black Clover. Imagine a life like that. Imagine you just trying to enjoy the game because there's no advertising for the game, right? JP, they announced the character of the day of. Imagine you just got done off the Julius banner and they're just like, next day, tweet, Black Ops is actually coming out tomorrow, guys. Like, well, fucking things. Oh yeah, that too. Asa is the only the only attack character. Every other character is magic attack. And guess what? When we have a good attack character, you know what we do? We just put magic attack on them. Raya, for example, right? Even Yami, right? Some people running Yami attack. I ran Yami magic attack because everyone ran off magic attack. Or they have some sort of value and they still do good damage with magic attack. Same thing with Raya. When I discovered the Raya one-shotting magic attack, everyone's asking me, why are you using magic attack on Raya when he's attack based? Well, I just have more magic attack gear and they made it where magic attack has a lower investment than regular attack, making all magic attack characters stronger and easier to gear. Oh my goodness.
That is a thing. And I enjoy Arena. When meta is good. And I'm a content creator, so of course I'm going to be happy.
What do you say? I'm the first one to stand next to you that stands, but also characters are content. Arena is the only thing I can gauge when the meta is and just say these units are fun and seem to let the meta heal. I mean, Arena is like, and if you're in lower league, you just auto with a speed demon comp. If you're in upper league, it just depends on who has more gear. And if it doesn't depend on who has more gear, it's just if you have a working brain and know when to stun and taunt.
Characters, because that is new content for me. All characters know content. Peak Black Clover Mobile. People very much agree with this, right? 36 likes is huge. Okay. But people being angry that there's no new content when they're showing us new characters is a bit odd, because we probably do know that they are working on new content, but the problem is, I can't say that for sure because the communication is bad. We're going to talk about that later. I think that is a huge point to make. So yeah, this is what the community thinks, and I am in total agreement. So we could like kind of transition a bit into the content section. What do we really do in the game, right? Like we do arena, right? Did I do my? I don't know if Seraph did them. Did he? Please tell me he did.
Oh, execution, my guild.
So there's squad arena. Oh my god, there's 4 different types of arena now in this game. Spire of Honor, which we don't have anymore, but Spire of Honor, Arena, Event Arena, and Squad PvP. 4. They're just rehashing it and making it slightly different. And even at that, the guild PvP is the exact same, but just in a different type of manner, right? But it's the same gameplay. This is the content. This is the only thing we have. And that is insane to me. You go into events. What do we see? This, guys, hold on. Let me... You know where I would see this event? Mobile Legends Adventure. I don't have the game anymore, but let me try to find it at deadass.
Not Mobile Legends.
The exact thing, but like the events they have feel very much like I would see it in a game like this, like a top-up game where like you reach VIP 13 type shit, right?
Yeah, definitely browser game feels, not gonna lie.
I've honestly had better events in this game than in Black Clover. I'm not gonna lie. There's been some very fun labyrinth type events in this game that when I used to play for I think about 3 or 4 months, me, Zioxis, and Amazing were going crazy on that shit, okay? And I enjoyed myself. Hold on, do I still have the tweets? I don't. So there's not really much. Oh, is it MLA? Maybe it's MLA. We'll see. Maybe I do. I don't. So very unfortunate. But you know, it's just when I'm able to compare to a game like this, it feels very iffy for me personally. I don't really like that. So these types of events, like just why? And then this is the event that gives 21 pulls. You couldn't do it in any other way to get 21 pulls. You couldn't maybe, I don't know, put it in raids, put it in actual gameplay. No, instead we're doing these very interesting, very interesting.
Also, please for the love of God, Greta, please stop with these damn bingo events and having us clear certain stages. Who wants to clear talent stage 8? Nobody. If I'm able to clear stage 15 talent stage, let me clear stage 15 talent stage to not waste my stamina. I would like to not waste my stamina and not use it on talent stage 8. That'd be amazing. Can we please just do that? Oh my god. The certain stages is so disgusting.
It just feels horrible. it's forcing you to play the game to get the pulls, but it's just, they could do it in a different way, man. Like, they want people to play, they want people not to play. I don't know what they want. Like, we can't even reach the playtime in normal times unless you just have the game open on your PC, right?
Oh yeah, and also yeah, an hour and a half of playtime to get the rewards is crazy because no one wants to leave their phone on that long. And then some people might not even remember to do it on emulator because they might just log out.
It just sucks. It really does suck for that. I don't really want to say more because it's just depressing me. I don't know. We're going to talk about it a bit more in events, but yeah, then there's real-time PvP.
You hate the Acquire 1 SSR Mage? The Acquire 1 SSR Mage only matters if you got every character bonded from the bond event. Now, if you did that and you ranked up all your characters, then you're kind of screwed. And that's where it really sucks because now you just missed out on bingo. So they need to change that 100%. Because if you can't SSR a character from rank up, then you're just forced to pull, and that's disgusting.
Like, they just announced that they're adding spectator mode, and that you could like make a tournament with it, and like the winner gets 1,500. Second and third place, second place gets 1,500. Third to fourth gets 1,200, and I think the person who organizes it gets 1,500. And like as many people as you want can watch. But it's like, guys, it came out November 30th. It's been since global launch, since real-time PvP has been out on JP. No news of when it's coming out on global. No news of what they're doing. We just know, oh, okay, well, there's PvP that's been in beta since November 30th for almost.
Yeah, they're having tournaments, but nothing about real-time PvP at all.
Okay, I know Seraph, right? This guy, I mean, he spent a lot. I don't know how much he spent, but if we go to my news Twitter, I don't know why I opened that there, but I could have just done this. This is his account. So the account I'm on.
Oh, Seraph's account? Listen, I won't actually expose how much Seraph has spent, but just know it's probably more than your yearly wage. I think Seraph did 800 summons on some Suno well. So yeah. Still not maxed out Red Yami, by the way.
On right now to record the video. He also said that he doesn't really feel like playing anymore. I mean, there's not really much more to do, and there's no real-time PvP to really make him feel like it's fun, because obviously in normal PvP arena, right, anyone could really do good. It's not really like having that many more dupes is going to change a lot, but it's still going to do something, obviously. So I just feel that, you know, maybe it would help people spend and also make people want to play more if they know they're playing against real players. It would definitely make the dynamic very different. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, a lot of the whales in my guild in execution, they had a lot more fun whaling in season 2, and then they stopped whaling after that because the game got boring, which I do agree. After season 2, I think this is just a slow burn, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure we all kind of felt this way after season 2. Like once season 3 hit, it would you kind of just got like that feeling, and it was just like, oh. And then slowly but surely it kept kicking in for everyone. So it just kept kicking in. And I've been called it. I was like, this shit's about to feel like ass. Season 2 was definitely peak. Definitely. They had something. They had something going with season 2. And they had great momentum. Great momentum on the game. And all they had to do was just ride the wave. But no, they let it crash. Crash into the abyss.
Long matchmaking times. So it's just it's hard to do it for games like this. Well, obviously I think you're kind of expecting it, but at the same time it sucks. But I don't have pity for this game. I don't have pity for Jirieru in this case, because they did this to themselves by separating all the servers like that in the worst possible way. Like Canada and US are separated, which because Canada got a bit of a head start by like 2 months, 3 months, but then it's like all the other servers are separated. I don't know. If they were to make it like EU and Asia together and then all of NA together, maybe I don't know where the other.
What? No. No. I hate the idea of merging servers. I hate that. I literally hear people complain about EU and Asia all the time. How hard that is. Imagine if EU and Asia was one. Hell no. Absolutely not. And NA and Canada, no. Because Canada had a head start. Absolutely not. Part of my guild and execution is in Canada. And they get crazy stuff on there. So absolutely not. Like, they screwed themselves with this, and they just need to keep it that way. Because if the servers were to get merged, it's over.
Other servers are, but like all of Asia plus all of Europe together, that server would be pretty big. And then US, I think in itself actually has a smaller player base, but does spend a lot more. So these players are much more hardcore on the US server. It's just having it separated so much from real-time PvP is horrible and probably detrimental. But they gotta keep us updated. And
Listen, if you just talking about for real-time PvP, just make it cross-server. That's totally fine. There's cross-server in Epic 7. Just do cross-server. It's fine. Like, just keep them separate, but you can just do cross-server.
I mean, it's one of the biggest things they should be working on, or if not, work on actual real content. I don't know. I don't really. There's not much more to say there, but you know, no communication is much worse than anything else. I just don't. I find it kind of. Would I say disgusting? Yeah. I don't know. For a game like this, it really does suck. There's not really much else to say in regards to that. So let's just move on to the next point. Events. We need good events. Obviously, I tied it in a bit with content, but we just need good events. Make the summer event better. Make it more fun with more fun stages where it forces you to build wacky teams. Maybe I don't know how you would do it exactly. Okay, well, for this, I would say teams where it's like an actual challenge, or maybe you could only use SRs could be cool. Okay, forcing you to build different team comps. I think everyone agreed simultaneously on the podcast that team building in this game is the best part when there's new content. So why not actually give new content that forces new team building? It's hard to really do that when all you need to do is run Raya and then you're done, or Julius and Mars and Lotus and then you're done, right? So I'd say that's good. But then also, the problem is with JP2, they brought the new Golem Boss. Well, new Golem Boss. They revamped it, but same animations, right? And yes, it is more difficult, but you're forcing us to. No, I'm gonna save this part. Actually. This is quite something, right? This is quite something. It's big. But basically, it's just that like they're making us redo. They're bringing new content in the form of. They're making it seem like it's new content when it really isn't, which I find it so stupid, right? It's not really more fun if I'm gonna be honest. So whatever, man. I don't really know what to say.
Why is Giku talking so quick? Because Giku talks a lot, and I'm aware of that. So I just put 1.5 speed to kind of just get the precise information that I want.
For that. But anyway, new events would be nice. Actual events, summer events where it takes less stamina, less grindy, more fun, right? If it was like, I don't really remember how it was exactly anymore, but for the summer event, if the summer like the challenge stage was like something you could do every day for a certain amount of points, like you have in Legends, could be something more interactive, stuff like that. Actual cutscenes could be cool, and they said they were gonna do like custom events or something like that, like with stories.
Oh, did you think this was me speaking? Or I'm just like in call with somebody and they're just speaking crazy, like they're off the fucking drinks. he joined like, what the fuck is bro on? Hell no.
They said that in December and it's almost March, so I don't know what they're doing. It's been 2 months. When you're 1.6 already through the year and we don't really have any information of it, it kind of sucks. But maybe the season 10 patch notes, which should be on Monday or Tuesday for JP, obviously, will include something, and maybe this video is going to be completely null and void for this part at the very least. So there's the hoping. Now, the next thing I just want to talk about is the community is actually like kind of. No, it's pretty negative. Yeah, it is honestly really negative. I do agree that it is probably very hard to be positive in this game, but it's definitely hard to even be positive when everyone was negative from the get-go. Like any little thing that they would do immediately gets shut down. And it's just, I mean, obviously I could understand being mad a bit at the get-go, but it's still something, right? In terms of the rewards, people were just mad that they reduced the rewards, which, fair enough, but at the same time, people saying that there's not enough pulls that they're giving out, I think it's just people who are uneducated or are just not smart with their pulls. Now, this is a gacha game, so if you're playing free to play, I mean, to me, I think this is a very free to play friendly game. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think Black Clover gives a good amount of black crystals. Do you guys think that? I think they give a good amount of black crystals. I think it's just a matter of you not spending them like everywhere, right? Like, and I think everyone, for people that's been playing gacha games for a while now, I think we can all agree that you shouldn't be pulling on every damn banner. Obviously, it can seem like you kind of want to, but you shouldn't be doing it all the time. I think the core issue is that it being a PvP game. So a lot of free-to-play players, what they want to do is that they want to pull on the craziest looking thing, and then they end up just summoning on stuff and they don't have any more currency. And I think the real issue is that with all these PvP videos and people like clickbaiting the thumbnails and stuff like that, and like showing off their characters, but then not explaining that this character can probably only do this at this max enhancement, probably not at no enhancement and enhanced too, and then they pull the character and it's not actually working as intended. Like, I already know. I don't even need to look into Black Clover Discord. I know people are calling Black Ops a bit, or it wasn't worth my summon. And so you know why? Because they were skewered by videos, right? They think their Black Ops is going to be just like the videos when they don't even have gear. They're not going to get enhancements. They're not going to get the skill page. No, it's not going to be anything like the video. You guys see me fight Black Ostas in PvP all the time, even in Upper League, right? In our squad arena. We have top 5 best guilds in NA. I'm going against Black Ostas that can't even kill me off anti-magic. Yet my Black Osta does. And that's just because my Black Osta is just better. But it's just like they just get baited to just pull the character instead of waiting for the proper testing just because it seems hype and then they want to pull them, they go all in. It's just not what they thought it would be.
It's 100% free to play. I think I have to change my wording on that a bit, but it is very free to play friendly. You can get dupes on the units, all the units you need, right? You can get all the units you need too if you were smart, especially with this global foresight. And that might change a bit when JP comes out. But when JP comes out, we're also gonna have less banners to summon on. So there's that. When we catch up to JP, there's gonna be less banners to summon on, right? So there's that. But the community is very negative with too much, right? Too much that it makes it like, okay, well, you can't be happy for any little thing because someone is going to be very mad about it. And I think just in general, there is a lot of hate in this community in particular that I think a lot of the content creators have noticed. And it is honestly quite tragic. I think that for when JP was out, right, it was a much more positive player base. And whenever I make JP videos, and I mean, I'll see when global players see the video and when it's only JP players mainly that see the video because of the like to dislike ratio. Not gonna lie, that's the main way. And also a lot of global people, I feel like the people that get mad are also the people that don't really play this game much and don't really know how this game works. So it's very unfortunate, I think, that people are gonna hate when they don't really understand a lot about this game. Because like, especially, they don't even, I've genuinely seen, I think, I still see about like 3 to 10% of my comments are still like...
I already know what you're about to say. Oh, Mr. Streamer. Mr. Streamer, I have an extra key. Am I able to use this extra key on the season and get another character? That's definitely what he's about to say right now.
They don't know that you can get a free season every season, and they don't even know what are seasonals. It's still a lot of people. And I think when people are shit talking, I don't even know if I could take it as like someone who's genuinely played the game, because they don't know that they're seasonals. They don't even know that you get universal dupes every 20 days. They don't know that raids give you universal dupes. I mean, it's hard to really take the negativity as fact from these people when they don't know you get universal dupes every 20 days. When you get it from raid, whenever it comes, that you get free seasonals, and now that it's only 2 seasonals, it's way better. I mean, there's obviously a lot of negative, but it's not like it's a completely horrible game. I feel like I'm crazy sometimes because I'll mention that like, oh yeah, you get a free seasonal, and then people are like, they either just deny it, don't bring it up as like truth or stuff like that. And I mean, listen, if you're gonna hate on something, hate it with knowledge, dog. I don't know. I feel it's just very weird, and like a lot of people are like that. I mean, Black Clover obviously is a very casual game, but if you're gonna hate it, I mean, know what you're hating about is the way I kind of see it, right? I don't think I'm crazy for that. I really don't. And if you really don't like it that much, why are you still playing? I don't really get that either. I mean, I see so many people just absolutely dog on the game, and I wonder, like, why are these people still playing? I don't know. It really confuses me. It really does. The way I see it, there's a big difference between these people who want the game to change and are just dogging on the game, and they're like, oh, but I still want to play the game. Like, you're dogging, if you want to play the game, maybe also see the positives. That's kind of what I'm a bit confused about. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this, but I genuinely, like, from my comments, a lot of the people that hate just don't understand the game, and people don't really get how much currency we get, but people just blow the currency too. Because they don't realize that every season we do get a new story chapter. So that's an extra almost like 2 multis from a story chapter. And then there's a bunch of other things with the bingo, and then all the other things. I don't know. And then also people, I think there was this narrative that, oh, well, the dailies got nerfed. Yes, but then the monthly's rewards increased. 5 tickets here, an extra, I think, like 500 here, and it's 20-day seasons. So you're getting extra, almost the same. It is a bit nerfed, but it's almost the same. And with the bingo events every season,
what's up, Daniel? Welcome back.
Plus you get more universal dupes in general. I don't know. I don't know. It's some people need to maybe get a bit more knowledgeable if they're gonna rant.
Listen, okay, this is coming from someone that used to be a Genshin content creator, right? So I've already been in the dark depths of YouTube and gacha gaming communities. If he's expecting people that absolutely do not like Black Clover to actually kind of sit down and actually adjust their reasoning and actually learn about the effects and causes of the game, you're hoping for too much. Absolutely too much. 100% they're not gonna do that. if there's a problem with someone on the internet, they're gonna complain. It doesn't matter what it is. It is simply just gonna be like, I hate the game. I don't want to play the game. No free summons. I suck at arena. The arena's not fun. I can't clear raid. I can't get any of the universal dupes. There's no universal dupes in the game. I have an extra key in my inventory. I don't know how to use it. And then they literally just complain about the game the entire time. And I'll see people sitting in Black Clover Discord that barely even play, but they'll just be hating on everyone that's something or something like that. But that's just the internet. Like that's just how it's gonna be. And it's just mob mentality. Like a lot of these people, that wasn't really their first thought on the game. They kind of just got molded into thinking like that from all the negativity that's going on. So they rather just join it than, still trying to have hope for the game because they don't really want to argue with anyone about it.
I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Because you can tell when they don't really know what they're saying, and it makes me sad because I want people to genuinely hate on the game but be correct, because if they're wrong and like the game sees that, well, the game might see things we don't want changed, or they might be like, oh well, we might need to focus on this, or it's like, no, you don't, just focus on making more content. Which
And I'm big on this, like for every gacha game. This is like my gacha game philosophy. I like to give gacha games like 1 year anniversary to see like if they can actually cook up something. Because a lot of gacha games save things for anniversary, like game updates and things like that. So a lot of them do that. So like if Black Clover doesn't have any future updates on first anniversary, then it's like, okay, well, they kind of just don't care at that point. Because first anniversary is like, anniversary is your biggest thing, right? It's your biggest thing is when you try to go all out for your game and really like try to expound upon like things that are going to be in the game, maybe upcoming content, new updates, new game modes, stuff like that to keep the game fresh and alive. Because the first anniversary for a game is the biggest time of the game besides the start of the game. Anniversary, like that's when like you put all your ads out, maybe sponsor some people. Like it really does matter a lot. Because you can literally go on Gacha Gaming Reddit, right? Everyone lurks Gacha Gaming Reddit, and they're like, what games are having anniversary right now? This and that. Oh, this game's having anniversary, try this. A bunch of people who like influx. So if they don't do anything at the first anniversary, I mean, at that point, it's like, do you really even care?
I think at this point, a lot of people are in agreement with that, but they're also hating on other things. I want people to genuinely like hate, talk about, go to customer support, go into Discord, go in comments, even my comments, and hate on the correct things. But also, when the game does something good on either JP or Global, to be very positive about it. But no, they bring out 6 good units, and all they're talking about is the lack of content, even though these 6 new units will make Arena much more diverse. That's my rant on that. My next is there's now too much and not enough.
Oh wait, what do you say about the arena units real quick?
Game does something good on either JP or Global, to be very positive about it. But no, they bring out 6 good units, and all they're talking about is the lack of content, even though these 6 new units will make Arena much more diverse.
Giku, you have to understand, it is a arena centric game, and I totally understand that. Totally understand that. Totally understand that. I go all in on my, let's say hypothetically, right? And there's no leaks, right? Hypothetically. And in a world with no leaks, where we have no information, I go all in on Marileona. Does it feel good that I have 3 characters coming out that have continuous damage removal? I go all in on Mono Red. Does it feel good that I invested into Halloween Charmy and 3 characters come out that have continuous damage removal? Like, and trust me, I get it. Like, I get the characters. Like, I understand the concept that characters are new content for PvP. Of course, I played Epic 7. I played Epic 7 for years. Yes, I'm aware that new characters are content, right, for RTA and stuff like that. But it's just like, not everyone's here just for Arena. And that's kind of the thing with anime gacha games, right? It's very hard to just focus on one thing in an anime gacha game. Because animes, like, obviously they have a bigger, field than just a regular gacha game. Like Epic 7, right? Epic 7 is a regular gacha game. So it kind of needs to lure in with other things. And even though Epic 7 is more of a arena type of game, right? It didn't start off like that. It was more PvE based to give people something to do. And that's kind of like the gear system in Black Clover isn't as complex to where like people actually need to be grinding all the time because we have reroll stones, right? What's the point of grinding now? What's the point of me logging in? I'm just gonna get my reroll stones from patches and then just use that on the gear that I have. What am I farming gear for? And the thing is, there's no PvE content. The only PvE content we have is squad challenges. Because why are we playing the game if it's not for squad challenge? Squad challenge is the only time we get the most benefit. We get what? The overall rewards, and then we get whatever like ranking rewards that we get. So it feels like we're actually playing PvE with a purpose. Or like the bond event, right? To actually level up our characters for black crystals. Besides the bond event for the black crystals and squad challenges, when have we ever felt like PvE was actually worth us like playing the game for hours on end? Oh, season 2. How long was season 2? Oh, 2 months ago. It's been 2 months. Half stamina makes everything worse. That too, yeah. You can just farm the game like on gear or something like that at half stamina. But knowing like, oh, we get half stamina of this, oh, there's squad challenges, oh, there's even squad arena. Now even for squad arena, right? You don't even want to play you don't even want to play arena as much because you want to save your tickets for squad arena to help your squad rank up or get in the higher ranks for qualification for arena. So you should only try hard in arena during squad arena week. Like you hit rank 1 in arena. Okay, what was there for me to do? Right? All right, I come here. Arena info. Rank 1. Okay. Cool. What do I do now? I beat the game. Is there anything else for me to do? Not fucking really. I really don't know why they stopped doing PvE content from season 2 with the summer event stages. I feel like the summer event stages help expound upon like PvE content for the game, right? Like, guys, can we recall any gacha game that doesn't have an event stage for an event that comes out? What gacha game has an event and doesn't have an event stage to actually have some sort of PvE content or something for people to do? And also, definitely patches are too long. Too long, because there's not enough things for the patch to be 3 weeks long. That is absurd. I remember when we were looking at the notice, and I was like, damn, like season 3 didn't feel that bad, right? Because it was like, what, 2 weeks? Like, barely. Like, season 3 came out, and it was like Black Ops was like literally around the corner, so it didn't feel that bad. Because like the season update was about to come out. But you're telling me we have a season from February 6th to March 7th? February 6th to March 7th. Are you insane? We're gonna do everything in the first week. And please do not call this Lunchbox event and the Cherry Blossom event an actual event. That's just forcing you to play the game to do mindless tasks. Oh, they want you to spend 5,000 stamina. I mean, I'm not really trying to spend stamina. I'm trying to save for squad challenges, but sure, I guess I'll spend stamina for this because there's no other event going on. Why are we doing these mini game browser events and not just making them like a stage? Can we please just have an event stage in the overworld to actually use our stamina on? You want us to do all these tasks for rewards, why not just release a damn stamina, not stamina event, why not just release an event stage for us to farm? I feel like if the game definitely had event stages with like the event rewards, right? To help people actually gear up characters and stuff like that, I feel like the game would be a lot more healthier for free to play. How many times do people run out of skill materials, and then you absolutely have nothing for the rest of the month because you have to wait for a monthly reset to actually buy the stuff from the shops? And then who? How many people doesn't even remember that you can get skill materials out the shop? Why not just release events on a new season to have an event stage and have stuff like that in the shop? You don't even have to put universals in it, right? You could just wait for raids for stuff like that. But let's be honest. What's the only event that's in this patch? Raid. Are we really gonna call Event Arena an event? Or Event Arena where you can literally just auto? Event Arena when it really doesn't even matter how much you rank up, because everyone gets the same amount of points to get everything out the exchange shop, so why really even try? Everyone can get these 2400. Right? Like, literally the most interesting content of the event is raid, and they literally do not have raid until the 26th, aka tomorrow. So I mean, at least we have something to do tomorrow, right? But my god, it is crazy.
That's my rant on that. My next is there is now too much and not enough. You have to do over 10 arena runs a day, 10 event arena runs, over about almost 10 squad PvP. There's also guild boss if you haven't completed it yet.
Almost 10 squad PvP. Okay, yeah, okay.
What else? There's the boss.
Yeah, no, he's right. He's right.
You might not want to do. Great. What else? There's also the limited time challenges that you have to do, which I need to do right now. He did it. Okay. And then what else? I mean, it's just so much. But then also, you just can't reach the 90 minutes without you being bored. So they need to kind of lower that. But
yeah, it's memory hall, LR gear dungeon for the LR gear rate, limiteds, 10 arena, 10 arena, 10 arena, 1 summon. Then that's it. Then you just log off the game.
But there's so much stuff that they require you to do, but what of it is
But guess what? You finish all that in 20 minutes, and then you have to stay 70 minutes on to get all the rewards.
The difference between stuff you need to do and stuff you want to do. And a lot of it you don't want to do. So I think that's something they need to kind of realize. Reducing the grind is great, but also giving stuff that we can do, that's fun, that we want to do, is important. I think because of how story is structured, it is a very chill game. It's
the $1.
But they have to understand that most of their money comes from people who really want something much more. And I found it almost disrespectful when, I don't remember exactly anymore, it was a while ago, but basically they had to make changes for the global version to adhere more to the overseas player base. And they're saying this as if JP is making the money. I just wanted to bring that in. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to change stuff for like the global player base because they had like a different like playstyle and stuff. Oh, my guy, you're not making money in JP at all. So maybe change it to on JP too. I don't know, just a little thing. Anyway, that's like it's like there's too much and not enough. That is my quote for the day in Black Clover Mobile. I think that is an amazing quote. Now another thing, there's a lot of things that I mean could be better for pay to wins. That is like kind of sad, but you look at it right. I think the main thing is the paid shop. Some of these things are good, but then there's also scams. Like this is a scam. This thing is a scam. Like if you're gonna let the gap increase, just maybe make it so that's not a gap between the free to plays, the dolphins / light spenders, and then also the whales, because I feel like the whales have such an increase because of like they do stuff like this. So like for the milestone at the 10,000, which is $1,000 US, you can get a magic attack necklace for DPSs, which I just, where is it? Is it on top here? Here. So you can get a magic attack necklace once you spend $1,000 in like 2 seasons. Every 2 seasons you're gonna be able to get that. So I feel that people need to not people, Garena, you know, they maybe the gap should not be as big for stuff like that because it kind of becomes a bit sad when it's like, oh, I can't even do anything, right? There's stuff like that. And it's also like, oh, well, there's also stuff that I just can't spend for. So like some parts are like too much to spend, and then some parts like, well, why would you even want me to spend on that? So I feel like they need to kind of find the balance. JP does it way worse, but I'm mainly talking about global, so I think that's kind of important. The pay to win probably know what I mean, right? But obviously, if you're not a like giga whale who's spending $1,000 in 2 months, which is a lot, like $500 a month, even more technically because it's 50 days per 2 seasons for now, so like every 25 days spending $500.
Yeah, it being time restricted is so scummy.
Is huge. I mean,
Shout out to Aether Gazer for not being time restricted.
there's no purpose to them.
I literally have played Aether Gazer. Aether Gazer's max is 1.5k. I've literally have never spent on Aether Gazer until like the last 2 months because I was just trying to get skins for characters. I literally spent no money on Aether Gazer. The 6 months I played it, and I have every character in the game. And it's a 1.5k. I barely had 500 in 8 months.
We know, like right now, that it's like, okay, well, even at this point, they don't really have that much of a purpose. Blue Liddy's okay, but we don't really need them. So, there's stuff like that. And it just causes also this like delay where we still have to have bad pickups. We're on JP. Seems like the pickups are much better starting Witch Queen. Wait, these guys were, I don't remember the timeline anymore. Were they season 5? They were season 4. So we got Uno and Language before. Interesting. Huh, they were season 5. Yeah, well, starting season 6 with Fauna and Witch Queen, it starts to get better for sure. After Fauna and Witch Queen and then Zora and Vanessa, it's a lot better, right? So these pickups I think could have been skipped, but it's just having that foresight is bad and good. I mean, sorry, it's only bad. It's good for free-to-plays to be able to save more, but at the same time, we also know who to summon on and who to not fucking summon on, so it's not really giving us that much. It's better to actually be hype, is my personal opinion, than have these mid-ass units that no one really wants. I think no matter what, you should always wait a couple days, especially, like, at least for JP, to, like, know 100% if you're summoning or not, because, I mean, we have to test out the units, get proper feedback, because, I mean, I was an idiot, and I said, oh, Black Asta, kind of boring, good defender, when it's like, oh, well, actually, he's really good at Witch Queen, so he could still be a DPS. Obviously, different case for Global, but he's still, like, a meta unit, so there is that. I just think we need to catch up. It would be better for our channels, for all the content creators' channels, would be more hype, would make them more money for sure, and I think that is their goal, so that is something pretty important. Then, obviously, fodder releases, it is good for saving, but, like, just to go in to this it's just bad for the game. We don't need these units. They could have been free, and it would have been way better. We could have gotten it this season from Event Arena or something else. We could have had like a funny gimmick event with Blue Liddy, or in a month from now, they could have released them in April Fools. Could have been something kind of cool. Veto, I mean, I could understand why he released Veto, but he could have done it.
He was cooking right there. He was cooking right there. Make Gullery April Fools banners. I actually like that idea. Actually like that. Not April Fool's banner, event. Make it like an event stage with him. I actually fuck with that.
With them, where it was like, I don't know, maybe like half off, where like it was like less to actually summon for them on the dual banner, or something like rate up or something like that, like extra rate up.
Put EQ on the dev team.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are over exaggerating how little pulls they get because of the fact that they're just summoning too much. And sure, Black Ops did.
This video is 30 minutes long and the stream is 2 hours long. Good job, new Osmongold. Gotcha.
They drink them dry, but they're acting as if they should summon on season.
Yeah, for Black Clover.
My personal opinion. Charlotte and
We'll react to Kabuki's video next.
Okay, before Gear Transcendence, but Gear Transcendence should be soon after, so Magda's gonna suck. Charlotte 2 loops is good enough. Max loop is way better, but I'm not expecting free to play to really get that either way. And then after that, Fauna and Witch Queen to me are both skips for most people. We'll have to see. Maybe Rill makes Witch Queen very good, but Rill is way later after Witch Queen. So I mean, Witch Queen could be gotten later from a custom pickup. And then after Witch Queen and Fauna, it's gonna be Yami and Luck, and Yami and Luck are kind of skips. You just choose Luck and that's it. And then afterwards, it's gonna be Mary Leona. So I don't know. There's not really many banners to summon for. So, I mean, free-to-plays, I think they're honestly chilling. It is my personal opinion. Especially now they got more pulls from the Hall of Illusions for sure. So all things like that kind of make a difference. But anyway, yeah, that's basically it for that part. Next part, no communication. We don't know where the game's going. I mean, there's no point. We can't really be positive when they give us nothing to be positive about. The last communication we got from JP was 2 months ago. So, I mean, we can't really go off of that when it's like, oh yeah, accessory synthesis is coming out. Should be a really simple thing to add, but they haven't added it in 2 months, over 60 days. And I mean, that's great. But maybe after Zora and Vanessa come out, we should get a new dev note because the last units that they teased were Zora and Vanessa. So that is something pretty big, I'd say, in my eyes. That's probably like the point we're going to get an update for that, or season 10 patch notes will show us. But it's just, they're a bit too slow, no communication. We don't know about real-time PvP. We don't know about new content. They keep on recycling a bunch of stuff. So it's just kind of bad, right? In my eyes, it is actually very, very bad. So it is just sad. I'm hoping for the best for this game, but I want better communication for the players because I want people to be happy. I want people to have fun playing this game. I want people to love the game that I love. I want to be able to have fun with it. I love this game, but there's a difference between me having fun and loving it. Okay, that's all I really wanted to say. But yeah, that's basically a 30-minute rant over. There's more I could say. There's more I could say, but I mean, guys, just final words. Stop playing if it isn't fun for you, please. I just want you guys to be happy.
All right. Iku said his piece. We'll put his video in the description and all that good stuff, but honestly, people are bored and mad at the game, so am I. Here's why. Just my final thoughts on Black Clover before I go enjoy my Withering Waves. I think the game is It's fun. I think arena's fun, but I always have to consider in the back of my mind: is arena really that fun if I didn't spend? Is arena really that fun if I didn't have 30K on Black Costa? Is it really manageable? That's just what has to lurk in the back of my head. But no, definitely Garena needs more communication. I think a lot of companies now for gacha games are kind of communicating more with their player base, which is actually something really good to see. I've always been a Yostar fanboy for a couple years now, and Yostar literally putting memes from their Discord into their games is amazing to me. So that always makes me happy that devs actually care about their community and they're actually involved. So that's really cool. And obviously they don't have to be that involved, but actually knowing about units that are coming out in information would obviously be really good. And like, how about a roadmap? Like, JP's out, like, why don't we just get a roadmap? And I think it's just because JP's financial situation that they don't really tell us anything, because it's like they know people will spend, they kind of just leave us in the dark. Because like, if we really had a roadmap, who's really spending on anything, right? And it's a PvP centric game, so that's why it kind of sucks. But I don't know, like, Counterside, right? Like, Counterside is an arena centric game, and the Counterside has a roadmap for global, and they're doing fine. So I don't know what's with them, right? Global makes way more money than JP does, so I don't know what they're really scared about, but I can only wish the best for the game and hope that it actually gets better. I won't stop playing it. Obviously, I'm a lot more disconnected from the game now just because I didn't get the mileage, but it is what it is.